Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are featuring a deck that I've been absolutely destroying the ladder on. This is a mono white aggro deck in best of one standard, but more of an Exile themed. From track stats on MTG or Untapped GG, I'm 21-4. I was playing a bit on mobile last night as well, and I went 6-1, so I'm in Diamond 3 rank. So I'm 27-5 with the deck. 3 of my 5 losses have been to mono green. And then a couple are just mana screw against, Is it would be my other one. Did I lose 3? So 4 of my 5. 4 of my 5 versus mono green, 1 to Is It control. So flipping over to the deck itself. So kind of in the sense of the mono white aggro, you have a lot of those familiar elements, but what we're doing is playing a lot less of the play 2 effects and more exile, more interaction. So you have Stonebinder's Familiar, which is just the little doggo that could. 1 mana, 1/1, whenever one or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. This ability triggers only once per turn. So each turn you can make it progressively bigger. And the way we do that is you have cards like Portable Hole, Sun Gold Sentinel, which I'll feature in a sec. You have the exile effects of Brutal Cathar, as well as Skyclave Apparition, and then Elite Spellbinder. When you exile from your opponent's hand, it also gets them as well. So what are we doing? 1-drop slot, you have Usher the Fallen, Portable Hole, Spellbinder, just good aggressive 1-drops. You have Intrepid Adversary to pump up the GMs. Luminarch Aspirant, same idea. Sun Gold Sentinel has been really good actually. 2 mana, 3/2, so good aggressive stats to begin with. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, it exiles a card from your opponent's graveyard. So this can get rid of like Memory Deluge, anything with flashback, incidental creatures like Skyclave Shade. Then it has Coven for 2 mana. You can give it protection or hexproof from a color of your choice, and they can't be blocked. Coven is when you have 3 creatures of different power. So it's pretty easy in this deck to actually get that going. We have the Cathars, like I mentioned, the Skyclaves as removals. Spellbinder was playing 4 of originally, but I cut down to 3 and added an additional land. I just kept missing my 3rd land too often, and I lost a bunch of games that were, well, not a bunch, but the games I lost were often because I stumbled on mana 1 or 2 turns too many. And if you look at our curve, we're a little bit heavier on the 3-drops. We have Maul the Skyclave as a 2 of, give our big creatures an evasive threat. I've won few games with just Intrepid Adversary, racing them with the life gain swings off Maul the Skyclaves. Some Redains to tax your opponent. The shield's also relevant at times. Adeline, another great card to put the Maul on. With Vigilance, you could just keep pushing through damage. It's an army in a can. And then our mana base, we have some Caves, some Faceless, and some Snow Plains. So should be Diamond 3. We are, so let's jump into it. See if we can hit Mythic today. I found this version a lot more resilient than the other mono white version. And I did find this original list off MTG Arena Zone, I think, or Twitter. I don't have the creator's name handy at the moment. If I find it again, I'll link it in the comments. This hand's great. Opponent does go first, but we just need to hit a land. We got some good answers to field this up. So that's probably Is It. It's going to be a game where I don't hit 3rd land. We got a Reader. So against Is It, first I'm gonna just play Adeline to get that going. It might be incentivized to hit this now. So we do want to play this pre-combat because we get a token for attacking from it. This does play poorly into Divide by 0. Redain just gets hit by Dragonfire. Mari. So we do have the option, since they've shown Prismari, I don't particularly want to run Redain, or the shield side of Redain. Devious cover-up. Okay, so this is a different version. They have Sweeper here. So they just go Alrins, they take a turn. They can't chain another Alrins together. They do have blockers. Here... Let's get a bird out of the way. So this just pushes more damage. They're gonna block Adeline anyways, so there's no sense. So that suggests to me, let's play this out. We can give protection next turn. We also have the Faceless Haven we can activate. So even if they sweep here, they need a Sweeper and a Frostbite. Got him. Too much power. This version looks to want to just connect like Devious cover-ups, which seems kind of odd when you could just Epiphany take all the turns. Oh no, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Might as well switch my daily. Didn't even see what it was. Red or green. Still doesn't help. Schwal. Opponent goes first. No one drop, but we're on the draw. We probably keep. It's actually a really good draw. So this is the problem with the mono green, because they have Blizzard Brawl. Like, normally if just to fight, this trades pretty well. I find you want to aggressively trade creatures. Here... I think I'm just gonna Cathar. I prefer using this on the Troll, so things with Trample you want to Exile. Could see Blizzard Brawl potentially. I think we Adversary this turn. Because next turn it lets me play out 2 spells. This also lets me attack this turn. They're just going to level up Ranger class. I'm fine with that. Here... I think we still do it. I'll probably attack in with the Adversary, maybe. It's a little iffy. So I can go in with Flying next turn. Don't really want to give him the Wolf back. So notably, you can exile things out of your own graveyard. That's really good. Okay, so I give this unblockable. That's 10. Got him. Flavor text win. These games go really quick, by the way. Win or lose, you're usually done by like turn 4 or 5. A couple minutes a game always feels good. Sorry, I've been cleaning my house all day, so coffee is needed. So I've been doing the meta breakdowns, the once a week. I also, this weekend's tournament, I'll come out with the meta breakdown for Arena. If you do enjoy these, let me know. I know there's been a few folks who have been commenting on the content and they've enjoyed it. I like it. My job is in data and stats. So I enjoy looking at these metrics, stuff like that. So if there's interest, it's great both sides. This hand's great. A couple options. We can go aggro if we want. So with Luminarch, generally I try to make something else a threat. There's an incentive for your opponent to generally kill the Luminarch to mirror control. Perfect. I think we're gonna do this. Again, here now Adeline's the threat. They're gonna have to dig for Shadow's Verdict. And then I'll play Redain out. We're gonna make them decide here what they want to do. That bodes well for us. So playing that pre-combat because you get another creature for power. Head explodes. That's why I love this deck. It puts your opponent on, like, if you don't aggressively play to the board, you can't just sit around, do nothing. Do I have any upgrades for this deck in Mastery Orb? I think I already got all the white. Ooh, I would love to upgrade my Adeline. What'd we get? Spectral Adversary. A mythic's a mythic. Alright. Slightly more foil. That should increase our percentage points. 3-0 on stream. 30-5 now with the deck. This is going well for me. Usually each month, like for the push for Mythic, it takes me a couple days to find the deck that works. Past months, like various mono red decks and historic, stuff like that. But this one's just been clicking. First deck I played. Okay, the Chemist. Diamond 2 rank. Doggo and Sun Gold. Go go doggo. I always play with the Teferi when I play aggro decks, so they think we're a control deck. Okay, this could be Ram. Sparrow. So this could be a couple things. It could be oh, faint. Okay. You have my interest. So I want to trade this, I think. If they want to trade with just Sarah, they don't. So I could go Redain. I think we go Redain. I don't have the ability right now to exile anything in the graveyard. Oh, this is party. Okay, we're in... This matchup's probably going to be tough. Really haven't seen any party. That bodes pretty well. Lets me hit in with Redain. Let's see if they want to trade here. Cool. This lets me just grow these, and then next turn I can get these up to 3 power by attacking with this and exiling something from my graveyard. Three, 4 is a bit of a lull. Adeline's also nice. I think we go Adeline this turn. It's a free attack. Because if I draw Maul, it's really good for us. If I draw Adversary, worst case I just go Stone Binders, give this pro green. Squad Commander's gross. Definitely need Maul. Shield would have been actually better. Okay, so activate this. Pro green. Exile from our graveyard, get these bigger. So now we just want like an adversary. I think I'm fine with this trade. Or a Maul. Adversary or Maul. Rogue, whatever. Yeah, so they're gonna have the buff plus 4 creatures. They all get indestructible. It's either that, something to exile Squad Commander would also be good. Because now they're going to start popping off. Yeah. This matchup was always hard in the creature mirrors because they go a lot harder. We also just haven't seen any of our removal this game. So notably here, everything indestructible. So we're going to take 9. That doesn't help. I think I'm dead here. Can block some of these 1/1s, but they're just gonna push out a whole bunch of power. Yeah, we're dead. We saw no interaction whatsoever that game. Ah! Okay, can we not see party? That matchup seems awful. We needed an answer that turn because it makes it so we can't trade in combat. Like, they're able to attack with everything without any consequence. And they can also now, with Linvala, also give hexproof. We can't really poke through. This is pretty good. Mono green. This is a real good start for us. Down to 12 that turn. Okay, so we'll take that back. Nice, nice and nice. See if we can push. As long as you can usually win 3-to-1 ratio, 4-to-1, you can get up pretty quick in best of 1. Like at this point. From untapped, 25 and 5, 31 and 6 overall. Okay, so since we don't have an exile effect right away, I'm going to lead with Usher the Fallen. It's a 2/1. So just like red burn. Play draw might be a concern here. Magda, another burn spell. So I actually think I need to exile this turn. And then I think next turn I need to potentially attack their hand to see if they have Goldspan Dragon. Reason being, I don't really have clean answers. Egg as well. Interesting. Let's exile Leyline Tyrant. That's going to cost a lot more. fine. So we're definitely blocking Magda. I think we're fine taking the 2 here. Now we try to pivot. If they play out the Tyrant, I'm going to attack with Adeline. So I think we do this. If they want to take Adeline off, they can. But I think that leads us in a good spot. Just this makes a bunch of mana afterwards. Could help them ramp up. I think just taking that off the table is correct. So that's 5. I think blocking here is fine. That seems fine. We just take for the airs now. Goldspan punishes us a bit, but we're probably in a tough spot with Goldspan. I think we take that. Let's keep our life total a little higher. So I can get the egg out of the way. Just attack in. So they're hovering, meaning they likely have a spell. So that means that they trade either way. I think we just fire this up. That was like one of the worst case. We still hit him for 6. They need something in the sky. Okay. Fine, they're dead. So even in that game, we saw them have like, what, 5 or 6 pieces of removal? We're still able to battle through. Adeline flexing there being a must-answer threat. I think it's right for them to trade the Tyrant there. They likely can't race me. But I guess they could have stocked up some mana for a turn or two. And then just done some extra damage to me. We could have chunked Adeline for a couple turns. We'll try this. Couple options. So usually if I don't have something like Exile, I'll use Luminarch to make this bigger at first. Especially against what looks like blue-white control. Fading Hope's fine. Do they have a second Fading Hope? That's really annoying. Especially because we're only on one white source. Let's do this. Only 4 colorless sources. This forces them to play on their turn, otherwise we get to transform. Just pumps out more power. We are getting close to... Okay, so they consider here... We're getting close to Doomscar range. They have the... Fableds. Or the field, so I can't even just do Faceless this turn. Them drawing 3 of these has been just super annoying. Surprised they let me put a counter. So they know about this, so we're just gonna play this out. Could play into Doomscar. Clear. So they have Fading Hope. Can do this, exile a copy of Fading Hope from their graveyard. Actually, Sunset's probably worse right now. So I'm doing this because if they bounce Sunset, I get to just exile something from their graveyard again. If they bounce Brutal Cathar, I get to exile Lier. These both have 4 power, so they can attack in. Okay, so this is bounce into Doomscar, my guess. I'm gonna get this going for the turn. I can boast. Which seems decent. So they can cast Lier. One access to 1 Fading Hope right now, so I can force them with the Brutal Cathar. To bounce it back. I basically just want to tax their graveyard. Because once I could get through all these Fading Hopes, I could play my adversary. Okay, that's fine. I just don't want to play into another Doomscar. And like the more that they're forced to do this, the better opportunity I have to just go after their life total. The fact they tap like that is also pretty good for us. Do this. I think we just keep pushing damage. They're getting pretty low. And like we're forcing him here to have to Doomscar. Their sequencing's odd with their timing. Like you're letting me get counters on things for no reason. So we have to deal with one more Fading Hope. They also have Fateful Absence that they can flash back. Come on, just Doomscar. I think we just keep pushing, like any chip damage we can get in is good. Pretty good for us. So I can go Faceless. That forces 3 mana out of them. Activate this. See what we get. Okay, so I think we do this. If they play Fateful Absence, Memory Deluge is bad. Because they can Fading Hope Leer and then Doomscar. Probably don't have a choice. So did they play that one from hand? No. So they have 2 Fateful Absence. Skyclave doesn't do anything here. So I think we do this. So I know they have the Fateful Absence. I think we just do this. Pass the turn. Need an Elite Spellbinder, Maul the Skyclaves, Redain, all our good cards right now. I'm basically just trying to go wide here. We get out this last copy of Fateful. I can play out this adversary of mine. We're just trying to bait out copies of their spells. Why did it tap like that? So this looks like they have a spell for my adversary. And with Divide, that tempos me, so I can't even use... Yeah, we're probably dead here. Okay, just save the time. That game was tough. The Lyra version's much better, just being able to flash back all that cheap interaction, and them always having up... Them having 3 Fading Hopes in their first, like, 4 turns was particularly bad. Can't really, like, as much as we are an aggressive deck, that's the cheapest answer possible to what we're doing. We need a land. Desperately need a land. Sounds very good with a land. Give me a land. Land. Thank you. I'm gonna get this going this turn. And then we'll Spellbinder next turn. So while I can get an extra point of damage in... Actually, I should have done this pre-combat. Wow. Okay. Could see Meat Hook here. They consider here. They keep considering. Really, Shadow's Verdict's what gets us here. Draw two, then scry 3. Honestly, it's probably just Memory Deluge. Because they need a land and a sweeper. They have neither. Alright. Lost him to Azorius Avenged. Let's give this... Let's go one more. Progressing in the right direction. 6 and 2 on this run. Lost to blue-white and to the party deck. It's a bit slow, but we'll give it a go. This will likely just be an adversary on 2 match. Okay, mirror. Let's go. We're gonna go Redain here, since they do have a snow-based mana. I think we trade here. So I want to tax them this turn. And then this combination to clean up their board. That means they can't play a 3-drop this turn. Also means Luminarch can attack. So I think we're gonna go Apparition here. I like having the flyer. Next turn's probably just gonna be Elite, take something from their hand, or they Elite me. Brutal Cathar. See, that's wrong on their part. Getting this into play is good. Honestly, this is probably fine. Because if I hit a land, I can exile the token. And then this just taxing their mana is so good. We have 2 threats now. This also gets the flyer out of the way. So they have Brutal Cathar. Land. It's actually pretty good as well. I think this turn we'll double spell. Now we're just presenting a number of threats. Okay, now we need an answer. Perfect. I think we do this. So, question comes, do we take Sun Gold off the battlefield? Which is their clock, or do I take Adeline? Alright, I get my Adeline back. Because that holds them back from attacking. Because they could just re-equip Brutal Cathar. I think this is a bigger tempo play, because then this way they can't also exile. Like, they just get Sun Gold back. If I take the Brutal Cathar, it's worse, because then they can get this exiled with another effect. That's their whole turn, then I'm pretty happy. Play this. Box that. Be mindful, you want to give protection after the counters if you're giving protection from white. I shouldn't be exiling right now, actually, because of Sun Gold, but because they also have their own, there's an interest to doing so. So we exile theirs. Theirs exiles ours. I want to see where the stack goes. I can't remember. Ours goes on the stack, they target ours, ours leaves, but then the trigger's still on the stack, so then it exiles theirs, I believe. Alright, 7 and 2, almost up to Diamond 2 with the list. You know, let's just try it. Let's do one more to see if we hit Diamond 2. Be a nice run. I think our prioritization of keeping Redain alive paid off there. With Maul, I typically won't block here. I think here this turn I'm just gonna Brutal Cathar, get this out of the way. I don't want to go all in yet in case they have Skyclave Apparition, because then it sets me back pretty far. I'd rather use this Apparition after they put mana into the Paladin class. Or even now, just targeting Monk will be good. Stonebriar Familiar. So I can attack with that. I can get Monk off the battlefield. I could Stonebriar. Because we don't get the counter this way. I can do this. Hit him for a chunk, hope to draw land. That seems like a horrible trade for them. We'll take that. Well, I don't get to hit the Paladin class right now. Post. I actually really like another land here. That's actually good too. We're still at 18, so there's no big rush. I guess I could attack with the Apparition, but I don't particularly mind trading the Apparition depending on what they do here. Seems a little poor from an asset standpoint. No, that's wrong. I mean, if they have Kabira Takedown as their last card, they have Kabira Takedown. So the first strike's super relevant here. I think we're gonna just play out one adversary here. Or I can just power up on the Moonrage Brute. Let's do this. Just go defense, because if they pump into that, I have all the first strikes to block. We'll hit for 5 here. Just try to close this out. Because I can get in a situation where this could potentially be lethal. Go with their own. Friend. Didn't work how you thought it did. So 5. So they can block this. Friend. You're not understanding how first strike works. Alright, Diamond 2. Diamond 2 gamers. Beautiful game there. Opponent had an aggressive start, but we were able to scale. We missed the land a couple turns, but still just enough pressure, close them up. And this arena is starting to die on us. We'll wrap it up. 8-2 in this run. I think overall really good standing. Definitely play this deck if you want to level up quick. We should be able to get Mythic in the next day or so. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you stay safe and we'll catch you next time.